You ever wonder what sets those really effective teachers apart from other teachers? Have you ever looked at their lesson plans and wondered, is this what it is? Or have you looked at their classroom decor? Have you been spying on their Pinterest board and you decided that that's just not the answer? Well, let me tell you what. They know a secret that you don't know, and I'm about to share that secret with you today. So I'm not going to waste your time. We're going to get right into this video so we can talk about the thing that sets those really, really effective teachers apart from everyone else. Whether you've been teaching for 1 year or you've been teaching for 35, the most effective thing that a teacher can do besides being consistent is to have systems set in place. You may be saying to yourself, systems, what does she mean when she's talking about systems? That means you have a set way of doing things and you use that system to do those things over and over and over again each and every day that you show up inside of your classroom. If you watch my other videos, you've heard me talk about that last year was not a great year for me. That's because I failed to do this number one thing, and that was to set up systems. Systems are are the things that are going to help keep you sane throughout your class year. They are also the things that are going to determine how well your students do, whether they do it with you there or when you're gone. True story. Students that have been trained effectively by their teacher who know systems, whose teachers have put systems in place, whether that teacher shows up for work that day or she's out and has a sub, then the students are going to continue to do the very things that they're supposed to do, whether their teacher is present or not. And why? Because the teacher has set up a system. Her students know what to expect from her, when to expect, and how to get it done. So my thing that I'm going to tell you today is that you have to set up systems. For me, systems look like this. That means when my students walk into my classroom, they know to expect a bell ringer. They get to their seats, started working on the bell ringer while I'm doing those little mundane, necessary chores that we have to do as educators, like taking attendance and checking to make sure that we have put in attendance and that we have gotten out the work that we want our students to do for the day. My students know what to do and when to do it. That's because they have a routine. I have set those systems up. When we talk about systems, we can also talk about the things that can help to keep you sane as you go out throughout your class year, this year or any year. And one of the main things that you want to do is have a system for doing your lesson plans. I like to do my lesson plans in batches. That means I do all of my lesson plans at one time, so I don't have to go back and keep doing them every week or every day or however often your lesson plans are due. By batching those lesson plans, I get more bang for my buck. I get them done, and that way I don't have to worry about them again. Because at one time for me, lesson plans were really a cause of stress and anxiety. I used to spend all week worried about how I was going to get those lesson plans done, when I was going to get them done, when I was going to get them finished. Am I going to get them in? Am I going to get written up about lessons? So if you've already batched those lesson plans, that means they're already ready. You can just whip them out and go on about your business. You don't have to stress out the rest of the week or to spend your weekend trying to figure out how you're going to get those lesson plans done, because you've already taken one weekend or one day and you've done all of your lesson plans and you don't have to worry about them anymore. That also comes down to time blocking. You need to be able to block off a set amount of time to get each task that you need to get done. For me, I have to do it because I have a bad problem with ADHD. I have a problem focusing. So that means if I'm doing the laundry, I had to set me a timer and say, well, for the next 20 or 30 minutes, I'm doing laundry and that's all I'm doing. Or if I'm writing lesson plans, then I'm doing lesson plans for the next 30 minutes to an hour, and that's all I'm doing. I don't want any more distractions, anything else going on. But that is something that I do because that helps me to stay focused. That is a part of my systems. One of the other things that I have learned that is a game changer for all smart teachers, that is to have a way of making your students responsible for their own. Stop putting all the weight on your own shoulders. Stop taking responsibility on yourself when your students are able to take some responsibility too. So find a way to make your students more responsible for their own learning. You may be asking, but I don't know how. I don't know how. Make them get up and do something. You shouldn't be standing up all day giving a lecture, explaining how to do an activity. Have your students get up and do the activity. Make them responsible for presenting a lesson. Give them something to do. You can also have them teach a lesson to their classmates. You can have them go check I love peer grading certain papers when we're doing essays or other writing activities. That makes your students more involved. That gives them something to do. It helps to make them responsible for their own learning activities. So that is something you need to do. You want to ensure that you have systems, and all smart teachers know this. And so make sure that you have put systems in place to help you function better this school year. I'll see you guys in the next video.